What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Nick. As always, you can call me Touch Ninja, and today we have something really special for you guys. An unboxing that's been over a decade in the making, but not really. Today we're going to be unboxing the BIOSHOCK 10-year anniversary collection, which is available now. So I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing it, giving you guys my impressions. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow?
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel.
Alright, so before we begin the actual unboxing, we have some FTC stuff to take care of because that is the world we live in today on YouTube. So this BIOSHOCK 10-year anniversary collection was not actually purchased by myself. It was sent to me directly by the nice people over at 2K Studios. They said, we have this collection edition coming up. We know that you love unboxing and all your statues in your background prove it. So they asked if I wanted one to unbox for you guys. I said yes, but I'm not getting paid any sort of compensation to make this video. I'm not getting paid on some sort of sly side deal. Literally, I just get to unbox it, review it, keep the statue, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, FTC stuff covered. Let's get to the unboxing. Oh shit! Alright, there you go. Fastest unboxing ever. It was really a no-frills unboxing experience. There wasn't much to the packaging. One thing to note though, there's one difference between what I unbox and what you guys will unbox when you buy this collector's edition in store. Mine actually did not come with a copy of the BIOSHOCK collection. So the BIOSHOCK collection released last year, it contained remastered versions of BIOSHOCK 1, 2, as well as Infinite. 2K already knew that I had like multiple copies of the collection already, so they didn't bother sending it to me. And yeah, let's get to this beauty right here, which is the main attraction. It is a well done statue and it has a lot of surprises as well that kind of took me for a shock. No pun intended. Anyways, so let's get right into it. So the statue itself is really, it pays homage to the original collector's edition of the original BIOSHOCK that came out 10 years ago. 10 years ago. It's crazy. It's like a decade ago. It just felt like yesterday. And for all you young gamers out there, you hipsters, let's just get you caught up to what happened 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, in 2007, the video game industry experienced probably one of the greatest, and some would actually argue, the greatest video game release years of all time. It was literally just blockbuster after blockbuster, AAA game after AAA game. All right, so these are the amazing games that came out in 2007, 10 years ago. So we had the original Portal, BIOSHOCK obviously, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, Halo 3, Assassin's Creed, the original Assassin's Creed, the first ever Rock Band, which was an amazing game until Activision absolutely killed that franchise. Team Fortress 2, Super Mario Galaxy, the original Uncharted Drake's Fortune, The Witcher, God of War 2, The Orange Box, Crisis, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, and as well as World of Warcraft Burning Crusade. That all those games came out in the same year. Like in modern day gaming, that'd be like 3 years worth of game. But all those games came out in 2007. It was like an amazing time. So not many people knew what the original BIOSHOCK was gonna bring. So not many people pre-ordered the collector's edition, as you probably know. This kind of statue is basically to kind of get you that collection edition that you may have missed out on 10 years later. So let's take a closer look at this thing. So it's done impeccably well in terms of its detail. They've done a lot of upgrades. One of the major features is now that the Big Daddy stands on a pedestal. I'll put like side-by-side pictures of the original versus the 10-year anniversary one. So the original one was like freestanding, but as you can probably tell with the design of a Big Daddy, he's really top-heavy and he skips leg days at the gym. So I could only imagine that statue probably was prone to like falling over all the time. So that's the real reason why I think they decided to put it on a stand this time, and I think that is the right choice. There's nothing worse than your collector's edition just falling over. So as well, they could added the little sister which is another iconic character in the game, and they've included like this kind of window glass pane design that gives you an overlook of Rapture in the background. So in terms of the actual design, the material made comprising the statue is made of that soft plastic material that's made to look like a resin, but it's not really resin. Real resin is a lot harder, it's a lot denser, but it gives you a nice look, but at the same time, it's more delicate, so it'll break. I don't really mind the soft plastic thing so long as it's done well and textured correctly, and it's actually done incredibly well on this statue. There are some soft parts as well. I like the cage as well as the valves on the back of the Big Daddy, and it's just done extremely well. It sticks really close to the source material from the Big Daddy to the little sister. All right, so let's go into what I don't like about the statue. So the first thing that I really wished would have happened was I had kind of like my heart set on the water lighting up, because anytime you see anything translucent at all on a collector's edition, you kind of, especially if it requires batteries, you just expect it to light up. And when the water didn't light up, I was kind of left a little bit disappointed and wanting just a little bit more. But yeah, it's kind of give and take. If I were to be given a choice between the water lighting up and the drill spinning and making noise, I would obviously take the drill spinning and making noise, but it would have been a nice touch. As well, if they would have somehow illuminated the background, that would have been just right on the point. And one thing I would probably change in terms of like the layout of the statue, I would have moved the little sister from behind the Big Daddy to the forefront. I know it kind of takes away from what the game is all about, because the whole franchise, little sisters are supposed to be protected by Big Daddy, so they hide up behind them. But if they would have moved the little sister to the forefront, it would have just kind of balanced out the statue just in terms of overall layout. But I understand fully what they're trying to go for. They're trying to stay close to like the source material and how they would actually stand inside the video game. But I think in just terms of overall aesthetics, she would have been better placed near the front. All right, gentlemen, that's it for unboxing of the BioShock 10-year anniversary collector's edition. So I always like to give all the collector's editions that I unbox on the channel a review score, because it kind of gives you guys an idea of whether or not I think they are worth your hard-earned money and time. So this one's a little bit difficult for me, because this isn't the exact one that you guys would be buying in store, because it doesn't have a copy of the game. And if you guys have watched any of my collector's edition unboxings in the past, you guys know that I put a very heavy importance of steelbooks being included with collector's editions, because you pay for the most expensive version of the game. The least they can do is throw in a steelbook that they probably pay pennies for. It's almost like non-negotiable for me if a game has a collector's edition has a steelbook or not. So if this thing does have a steelbook, I would give it a review score of 8.0. If it doesn't have a steelbook, I would give it a review score of 7.0. Yes, if it doesn't, I always subtract 1 full point if a game does not have a steelbook. That's how much I think they are important. To be honest, I absolutely love it. I think I'm actually gonna take something down on this back shelf, because BioShock was just an amazing game and experience in my personal opinion. So something's gonna get, next time you guys watch an unboxing video, something on this shelf is gonna get replaced by this statue. Just give you an idea how much I actually enjoy everything it represents and everything that it does. It's just so good. So if you're a person who is a huge BioShock fan and you missed your opportunity to buy the original one that came out in 2007, this is a great homage to the original collector's edition, engineered way better so the thing doesn't topple over, and it just has other upgrades as well that you would find in other modern day collector's editions, LED lights, sounds, all that good stuff. If you're only a mile to really don't care about the franchise, then maybe you can wait a couple months if you still want to pick it up, because it looks super cool. To be honest, even though these are limited editions of 5,200, usually these things eventually they drop in price a couple months later. That's just the honest truth of how it is. I'll be honest with you guys. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the boxing and the video. Hopefully you guys get a chance to experience this awesome franchise if you haven't already. Until then, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you enjoyed, give the video a quick thumbs up. And I will see you guys next time for my next unboxing. As always, have a nice day.